In recent years, central banks have drastically changed their approach to gold. Once net sellers, they are now significant buyers, reshaping the gold market. Jim Rickards explores the implications of this shift and the role of BRICS nations in the evolving financial arena. Before we dive in, if you've ever considered investing, the first link in the description will lead you to Interactive Brokers, the platform I personally use and highly recommend for its robust features and competitive pricing. Central banks have dramatically shifted from gold sellers to buyers since 2010, signaling a renewed appreciation for its value as a store of wealth and a hedge against uncertainty. This trend, evident in the significant gold accumulation by nations like Russia and China, raises questions about the future of the global financial system. The historical shift from gold sellers to buyers by central banks signifies a profound change in their perception of gold. Once deemed obsolete, gold is now recognized as a vital asset in an increasingly uncertain global landscape. This shift, emphasized by Jim Rickards, reflects growing concerns about the stability of fiat currencies and the need for diversification in the face of geopolitical risks. The rise of BRICS and gold acquisition. The BRICS nations are at the forefront of this gold acquisition trend. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are leading the charge. They are collectively increasing their gold reserves to strengthen their financial positions. This rise is not merely about accumulating wealth. It is about creating a counterbalance to Western financial dominance. BRICS countries are looking to establish a more multipolar world economy. Gold plays a central role in this strategy. It serves as a common currency among these nations. As they move away from reliance on the dollar, gold provides a stable alternative. The implications for global trade are significant. BRICS nations are developing their own payment systems. These systems will facilitate trade without the need for US dollars, further increasing the demand for gold. The concept of a BRICS settlement currency is gaining momentum, with gold playing a crucial interim role. While a unified currency may take time, as exemplified by the euro, BRICS nations are exploring this option. The impact of sanctions on global economies. Sanctions have become a common tool in international relations. They can significantly impact a nation's economy. However, their effectiveness varies depending on the target country. Countries like Iran have faced severe sanctions. These measures aimed to curtail their economic activities. In contrast, sanctions against Russia and China have proven less effective. The resilience of larger economies is evident. They have the resources to withstand economic pressure. This reality has led to a reevaluation of sanctions as a strategy. Jim Rickards points out that sanctions can work against isolated nations. However, they are less effective against countries with substantial reserves and diverse economies. This nuance is essential for understanding current geopolitical dynamics. The gold standard and its evolution. The gold standard has a rich history that has influenced global economies for centuries. It served as a monetary system where the value of currency was directly linked to gold. This system provided a stable framework for international trade and investment. However, its evolution has been marked by significant changes. Initially, gold was used as a medium of exchange. Many nations adopted the gold standard in the 19th century. It facilitated trade by providing a common measure of value. However, the economic pressures of the 20th century led to its decline. In 1971, the United States abandoned the gold standard. This marked a pivotal moment in monetary history. The decision to sever the dollar's convertibility to gold led to a new era of fiat currencies. Since then, countries have relied on government-issued money without any physical backing. Despite this shift, the allure of gold remains strong. Central banks have recognized its importance as a hedge against inflation and economic instability. In recent years, we have seen a resurgence in gold purchases by central banks, indicating a renewed appreciation for its value. Asymmetric trade, the investor's perspective. Asymmetric trade is an intriguing concept for investors. It refers to a situation where the potential upside outweighs the downside risk. In the context of gold, this presents a compelling opportunity. Central banks are significant buyers of gold, creating a floor for prices. This floor offers investors a sense of security. With central banks accumulating gold, the likelihood of prices plummeting is reduced. Investors can enter the market with confidence, knowing that demand from these institutions acts as a stabilizing force. Jim Rickards highlights the importance of this dynamic. As central banks continue to buy gold, they are not just hoarding it. They are actively participating in the market, which influences price trends. This creates an environment where investors can benefit from long-term appreciation. The current economic climate further supports this asymmetry. With rising inflation and geopolitical tensions, gold remains a safe haven. Investors seeking to protect their assets are increasingly turning to gold as a reliable store of value. If you're truly curious about investing, I've found Interactive Brokers platform helpful in my own journey. You can find it linked below. Go ahead and check it out. Developments in BRICS payment systems. The BRICS nations are making significant strides in developing their payment systems. This initiative aims to reduce reliance on the US dollar for international transactions. The creation of a BRICS payment system represents a strategic shift in global finance. Leaders from these nations are collaborating to establish secure methods for trade. This includes the use of local currencies for transactions. The goal is to create a closed circuit of payments that bypasses traditional dollar-denominated systems. These developments are timely. As countries seek economic independence, the BRICS payment system offers an alternative. It allows nations to engage in trade without the volatility associated with fiat currencies. Jim Rickards emphasizes the importance of these changes. The BRICS nations are not just reacting to current events, they are proactively shaping their financial future. By establishing their payment systems, they are positioning themselves as key players in the global economy. The role of gold as a common currency. Gold is emerging as a common currency among BRICS nations. In the absence of a unified currency, gold provides a stable alternative for trade. This is particularly relevant as these nations explore ways to facilitate transactions without relying on the dollar. The concept of using gold as a common currency is not new. Throughout history, gold has served as a trusted medium of exchange. Its intrinsic value offers a sense of security that fiat currencies often lack. As BRICS nations expand their membership, the demand for gold as a common currency will likely increase. Countries are looking for ways to settle trade balances without the complexities of currency conversion. Gold can simplify this process, making it an attractive option. Jim Rickards notes that this trend is already underway. As these nations engage in trade, they are utilizing gold as a means of settlement. This practice not only enhances economic cooperation, but also reinforces gold's role in the global financial system. Sanctions, effectiveness, and limitations. Sanctions have become a key tool in international relations, aiming to exert pressure on target nations. While effective against isolated countries, they prove less impactful on larger economies like Russia and China. These nations possess strong reserves and diverse economies, enabling them to withstand pressure. As nations find ways to circumvent sanctions, their effectiveness as a tool of economic warfare diminishes. The future of gold in global trade appears bright. Central bank gold accumulation and the rise of BRICS nations are driving increased demand. As an alternative to fiat currencies and a hedge against uncertainty, gold's role as a reserve asset and medium of exchange is set to grow. This shift presents significant opportunities for investors, as emphasized by Jim Rickards. For those seeking to take control of their financial future, platforms like Interactive Brokers can provide access to a wide range of investment opportunities, allowing individuals to participate in the market and potentially build wealth over time. Click the first link in the description to learn more.